Hello, my name is Ian Thomas and I'm presenting the subject of Interspecific competition from Como Park in Columbus, Ohio along the Olentangy River. As was presented by Smith & Smith in the textbook, the subject of interspecific competition must be two or more species vying for the same resource. This relationship can be found in many instances both in the human, man-made environments as well as in the natural environments, involving humans, plants, animals, and even pathogens. The example that I have chosen focuses specifically on the subject of invasive species in the central Ohio forest. I've decided to explore one such example to give our class a better understanding as to what constitutes interspecific competition and how this relationship can result in the death of other species, primarily natives that require the same resources. I'm presenting from this park as the land that the park is located and has recently been dealing with the influx of many invasives, as you can see from this particular area located along the river, that are quickly reducing species diversity and resulting in a battle for essential resources that natives need in order to survive. The invasive that I have chosen to take a closer look at is invasive honeysuckle shrub. This particular plant was introduced in Ohio in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as an ornamental plant as well as a plant used to control erosion in the hillsides. As you can see behind me, honeysuckle can grow to heights of many native understory species such as dogwoods, white fringe trees, viburnums, but can also cover bryophytes and ferns and the like. They can grow at incredible rates in nearly any environment from full shade, part shade, and even full sun, which is why this plant poses such a problem for native species in the primarily mixed mesophytic forest of central Ohio. And in addition to the hardiness that honeysuckle exhibits in USDA hardiness zones 5 and 8 of Ohio, it also possesses many other characteristics that make competition for resources challenging for native species. One characteristic that is making it very difficult for natives to get vital resources such as light for photosynthesis to induce germination is the ability of the plant to establish foliage before the majority of species can in early spring. The adaptation of honeysuckle to the Midwestern environment and its competitive edge of native species has resulted in a quick reduction of species diversity, with many native herbaceous and woody shrubs as well as trees fighting for their survival. The interspecific competition that many times examines a few species, in this case affects multiple species that serve an important role in community structure of the forest. Without the removal of these invasives, there's very little hope for native species to coexist or exist at all. I'm standing currently in an example of a natural lands restoration project that was conducted in 2009. As you can see behind me, we have walnuts, oaks, tule poplars, sycamores that are establishing themselves, but we also have honeysuckle that's coming up and preventing the seeds of these native species from germinating. Without the effective management of this species, these natural lands restoration efforts could potentially hit any challenging issues in future years. Thanks for watching my presentation.